So, trade the signals this morning. Huge ramp up in the overnight session after a huge rally day. We had extension in the Asian EU session. We opened here. We did have a signal. We have a bit of an M pattern. So you can see we have a little bit of an M pattern up here leading up to the signal. So basically what's going on is the market was so high above yesterday's close after a huge rally, and there's our M pattern with our signal. So we've had one signal today so far. In the overnight session, we had two signals to the long side for those of you wanting to play. Yesterday, it was crazy the amount of long signals we have. And notice we had no short signals in that entire ramp yesterday. So are the charts optimized? Yeah, I'd say the charts are optimized. Same chart settings I show all the time. So we had long signal there at the lows yesterday, another long signal, third long signal, fourth long signal, and that took us into the close. And you just grind it up the end of day, never once. No, so no short signal at all the end part of the day. Kept you long. The signals kept you on the long side. Then we had a long signal in overnight session and then a second one. And there we go. Then we got an M pattern off the all-time highs for futures. And we have that's our first short signal in that entire run of price. So that kept you, the signals kept you safe. It didn't have you shorting all the way up. So nice ramp there. We definitely were outside the bands. The bands expanded, showing an increase in range expansion. Remember, all of my tools auto adapt to changes, sudden changes in volatility. So I have some targets set here. This looks like to me would be a global cash out day. Can see up here at the highs, started to get some of the triangles down in sequence. Another hint we might be rolling over. So anyhow, we got the rollover. Spent a lot of time outside the bands this morning. At a minimum, I think we could make it to the mid band, but what I'm really looking at is yesterday's closing price. So let's draw that in. At a minimum, and what I'm hanging on here for is for a run at least to yesterday's closing price right in this area. So I'm going to let this run. Matter of fact, I might consolidate these next two fill targets into one, and then just let it run to that area. And then, if it gets close to the area and stalls, I'll blip out. But that's the area I'm kind of targeting as a minimum target that we would get to at some point today. This is like a global cash out day. So what happens is those that are exceptionally long in stocks use the gap up open to sell into it, to take profits, and funds and investment banks can put on short hedge positions in the futures markets at super high prices. So let me get a time hack here right about yesterday's close. And there we go. So that's the target I'm looking at as a minimum, and I'll adjust and go to just one target here. So there we have it. We're going to sit and watch this. I've got a combined target. I got a deep target if this thing just collapses. And we're all set. Okay, we've come down. We're working our way down to that area price. Not surprised. Market slowing down a bit here. This is kind of right in the thick of the end of day price action and then the beginning of the evening session action. So it might take a little while to chew through this area, but I'm very convinced we're going to get at least a tap down to that level. So anyhow, trade the signals. We've only had one signal today. A short should have been one and done today. Even if you traded soft position size, you should have had no problem getting a daily target. Yesterday, I think maybe we had one signal that didn't work, and we had like, I don't know, 8, 9, or 10 that worked. So I'll blip out, call it good. I still got runners on, so if she breaks down and trades lower, I can still take advantage of it. There we go. Now we're trading a bit lower. And I'll just kind of take it from here. I'm way over daily goal, but I had to take advantage of the market at exceptionally high gapped up open after a significant rally. So just trade those signals. Don't try to figure out what's going on. We had all kinds of long signals. And then finally, after a little M pattern, we got a short signal from yesterday's bullish action, overnight session bullish action. And then info@gridalgo.com for any questions. And there you have it.